Hello and welcome to this video. My name's David Thorne. Nearly every single website that you ever build for anyone is going to have a navigation bar, and it's going to have a footer as well. And these footers can be different sizes, and there's lots of footers that might have, let's say, like 3 columns in it, 4 columns in it, and so on. And each one has a different menu or navigation relevant to which content it's supposed to be. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to create this one footer with these one columns that you can then add separate navigation bars. We're actually not going to put the navigation bars in it because you learned how to do that already up here. It would just be on flex direction column instead. But I'm going to show you how you would be able to do that. So let's just jump straight over to the code and let's get started. So we're just going to say container fluid here first of all, so it's all going to be 100%, and then inside of this we're going to say then footer, and this is going to be the actual content that is going to be inside of the footer, right? And for this example we are going to use we're going to use columns, all right? And so basically it's just going to be a column here, and then it's going to be a column here and a column here, all right? And this is then going to be left column, and then we're just going to say middle column, if we spell it correctly as well, and then we're going to say right column. Okay, so for the time being, you know, you could put any content in here, so this is completely arbitrary of what you put inside of this, but it's not part of the tutorial, all right? So let's just format this, and we come over here and we see we've got nothing really right now. Okay, so we're going to come down to our footer, and we're going to say that it's going to have a max width of 1024 pixels, and we're going to make a background color of red for the time being, and there we go. But now we want it to be centered, so we're going to center it with 0 margin, and then we're going to say auto for the left and right, and now boom, it's in the middle. All right, so predominantly speaking, you normally have your the navigation beneath the size of your content. All right, you do whatever you want, but in this scenario we're going to do this. So but what we are going to do is we're going to move this footer outside, and we're just going to say footer row, all right? And so then when we come here, we need to get rid of this, and we're going to say footer row, because we basically want to have the footer row sat in the middle, all right? There we go. Now we don't necessarily have to use margin here anymore if we're going to do it like this, because we could say display flex direction is row already, and justify content is center. This will do the job of margin for us perfectly well, and as you can see, it's centered all of our stuff in the middle already. All right, now we want now to say that our content is, let's just say it's width of this here, and we're going to say our flex row is going to be our footer row, so it's going to be display flex direction once again of row, but this time it's going to say justify content wants to be evenly. All right, so we want to be space evenly, and when we come here you'll see that we've now got 3 different columns. So if we now do column, and we'll say background color of green, for example, let's spell green properly, we can see that our content is not actually displaying how it should. So let's just have a quick debug with this and what sizes we've got. So we can see footer row is 1024, and then the column is then not very big. All right, so we're doing space evenly, but let's just say that it's going to be flex 1. Does that fix it? Yes, it does. Okay, so now each box within side of the div within side of the footer row is taking up the full width. All right, so if we come in here and let's just say column contents, all right, to make it a little bit more exciting rather than just doing this, and we'll copy this and paste and come here again, and now we can say column contents. Is that how I spelled it just then? Yeah, column content, And we're going to say here then padding, let's say 20 pixels, just to push it in a little bit. And we'll give them the background color instead. And now you can see that we've got a little bit of space between. Now we could do it another way right now, and that would be also space evenly. But I kind of like the fact that it's got a little bit of, we don't necessarily have to have, yeah, no, I'm going to leave it like that. So this is basically, if we just said that color is going to have, say, a height of then, or say a min height, for example. Well, I'm going to say 200 pixels. And now you can see this is how you could basically do it. I just wanted to show you a quick, like, kind of, it's not a hack, it's just a quick way to be able to make the footer, and inside of this you could do anything that you want. But there were another few alterations of how you could think about doing this. You could use percentages with widths, and so on. But this is just a quick and easy way to see how you can use Flexbox to do something like this, all right? But like I said, there are more than a whole bunch of different ways of how to do this, and I'm not saying this is the best way or it's not the worst way, but it's just one of the ways that you can do it. With that said, thank you very much for watching. If you did learn anything from this one video, I'm hoping you learned something about Flexbox and how you can use it for a lot of things indeed. If you do have any questions, feel free to put them in the comment section down below. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Dislike it, I'd prefer that you tell me why you didn't like it, because I like feedback like that. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video, but obviously don't forget to subscribe. Ciao, ciao, bye.